chase off the street.
That is no excuse.
Unemployment land, you can't get a job.
That is no excuse.
Why, if you're struggling inside, in no money, love.
That is no excuse.
Broke and to thief, you ain't have a cent.
That is no excuse.
Can't mind your picnic, can't pay your rent.
That is no excuse.
If life's giving you a really hard time,
That is no excuse.
poverty is still no excuse for crime. Take a look at me, so proud Winfrey. Grew up in abject poverty because of drive and ambition. Today that same Oprah with billions. And over 74 years ago, a little black boy born in Tobago. No shoes on his feet, walked from miles to school, real cool. Never knew the lap of luxury. Catch us and hard grind was the story. But today, as our PM, he rule, he rule. He never said like back in the 90s, like that you two shoot for Hercules. This nation owes me a living. Today I go make a killing. Never once stoop to thieving. By brains and hard work he climb. Poverty could never absolve crime. No way, poverty is no excuse. So don't fall for that abuse. You don't have to rob or cause distress because you're poor or you're jobless. You're living in mental slavery. Exorcise that thought from your mind. Poverty ain't no damn excuse for crime. No way, poverty is no excuse. So don't use that as your fuse. If that is your present condition, let it stir your will and ambition. There's no need to wallow in a pit of despair and slime.
Poverty ain't no damn excuse for crime.
No, no, poverty is no excuse. So don't come sing me no blues. I was born and raised in the ghetto. I work real hard and I get through. Even if on a pauper, you could still elevate and shine. Poverty ain't no damn excuse for crime. No, no, poverty is no excuse. So that stigma, please refuse. There are many heroes and legends who emerge from slums like the beaten. Once your mind can conceive it, there's no mountain you can't climb. Poverty ain't no damn excuse for crime. No way. No way. Go tell your big knee down. All who cause any problem. Oh, oh. No way, no way. No way.
Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
There's a friend of royal sisters for whom I have great respect. Cause in the face of difficulty, I'm more than stick out your neck. But now I've noticed a little something that's just a bit disturbing. Behavior that has me harassed. So let me address it real fast. Well, I know your road wasn't easy, sister. Yes, you endured the strain. You push and you climb the ladder. But now you're looking back with disdain. Boasting to the masses, you did it all on your own. Talking I and I and I and I and I. But you didn't do it alone. Come down from there. This sister helped your mother when she was pregnant with you. This sister was the midwife who ensured that you pulled through. This was the babysitter when your mommy was not at home. This sister planned them convos when your hair needed a little comb. So don't turn up your nose at the village. Don't be so puffed up with pride. Cause for you to stand up there with your head held high, it takes a village, my child. Bambadoo, they get bambadoo, boy, bambadoo. Then I go let it slide. No, 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 no. Have some respect for the tribe. not here to drag down my sisters, but to pull up my sisters' slack. But it's the years that we women striving, so when you see one, how we start thriving. I'm the first to clap and ball, all for one and one for all. But when I hear the words that you're speaking, now being independent and such, of humility and gratitude, me ain't hearing about that too much. You keep saying to the masses that your success is your own, bitch, your I and I and I and I and I, but you didn't do it alone.
Come down from there.
This sister was the neighbor, giving you free rides to school. This one here was the teacher who saw the potential she had to fuel. This was the lunch lady when you didn't have kept your stomach calm. Tanty here was present, she need praying for you to pass every exam. So don't go condemning the village, don't watch me with no side eye, cause for you to stand up there with your head held high, it takes a village, my child. Bambadoo, they get bambadoo, boy, bambadoo. We're not gonna let it slide. No, 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 no. Have some respect for the tribe. Whoa, Hey, 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 hey. I just always respect the elders and heed the things that they say, cause them does know what they talking about. It does manifest every day. So when they say who don't hear go feel, and don't damn the bridge that you cross, they weren't speaking no idle words, they understood what we stand to lose. With an attitude of resentment, won't let your sister drink from your cup. You keep seeing it as a handout, when all she needs is a hand up. But you're so caught up in your feelings, so wrapped up in your zone, with this I and I and I and I and I, but you couldn't do it alone.
Come down from there.
This sister saw your product and she came with this one to buy, and both of them start to spread the news and that give you your wings to fly. This one couldn't afford it, but she still shared your post, and all the people she share it with, man, is them that is by the most. So don't turn your back on the village, don't let success cloud your mind, cause for you to stand up there with your head held high, it takes a village, my child. Hey, we not gonna let it slide. No, 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 no. Have some respect for the tribe. This sister gave you money to help with your event, and when it was a success, she didn't ask you back for a cent. This one does buy your tickets, even if she can't come. But when you're giving out complimentary, good Lord, she can't even get one. You'll burn the bridge to your village, your foundation you can't deny, cause for you to stand up there with your head held high, it takes a village, my child. You gotta change your vibe. No, 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 no. Show some gratitude for the tribe. Yeah.
Come down from there. It's character, the one thing we want. Come down from there.
Yes, to be popular is my accident. Riches could pick up himself and leave. We could locate a friend, cause we know where she went. But a bad character had to retreat. Character is built on foundation, on how we deal with people we meet. It takes measures of love and compassion. From these qualities there is no retreat. So if we still in the port or about to sail, know that in this life character will prevail. All the fortune we may possess, all the fame and all the success, when we finally lay to rest, what remains is character. How we scheme and how we connive, things we fight for when we alive. Man, the only thing to survive, what remains is character. It's the only thing that is real. It's the hardest thing to conceal. Whether life is easy or hard, if we feeling happy or sad, our precious character, the one thing we must safeguard. Our talent and skill could really take us far. Have us sitting on top of the world, but it's our character tells exactly who we are. No matter how much in life we control. So if we feel that Jaja's intention is for us to be unscrupulous and mean, and the object in life is self-preservation, then we are not reading the lines between. While our earthly gains we're ready to boast about, it's our character that will always stand out. All the fortune we may possess, all the fame and all the success, when we finally lay to rest, what remains is character. Leave a fancy house on the hill, make sure we clear every bill. We could do all of that and still what remains is character. It's the only thing that is real. It's the hardest thing to conceal. Whether life is easy or hard, if we feeling happy or sad, our precious character, the one thing we must safeguard. Human sometimes use this outer shell to greet you daily with a big smile, but we know deep inside they don't wish you well. If it's not the clothes you wear, your hairstyle, but life's character when it keeps grinding, it could polish you or grind you to dust. And every waking day it will keep reminding what we will become, it's all up to us. If to lie and to cheat are the only things we know, it's our character, these qualities going to show. All the fortune we may possess, all the fame and all the success, when we finally lay to rest, what remains is character. We could say a prayer every day and don't practice the things we say. We could do that from June to May, what remains is character. It's the only thing that is real. It's the hardest thing to conceal. Whether life is easy or hard, if we feeling happy or sad, our precious character, the one thing we must safeguard. We know that character is our destiny. It's in all of us, we cannot pretend. It's It's how we deal with good, how we treat adversity. It's not where we start, but how we will end. Character is there when no one is watching, built in the secret chambers of the heart. Must be careful with the things we still clutching. Could turn out to be a poison dart if we let our character be faithful and strong. No obstacle could tempt us to tear it down. All the fortune we may possess, all the fame and all the success, when we finally lay to rest, what remains is character. All the victories that we claim, all the wild beasts that we tame, when they finally call we name, what remains is character. It's the only thing that is real. It's the hardest thing to conceal. Whether life is easy or hard, if we feeling happy or sad, our precious character, the one thing we must safeguard.
Such a rarity to born in TNT. You could see that as lucky or unlucky, but once you're living here, this is your family. Niceness of the land is in the sea and sand, is the champion in every citizen. So don't let nothing hold our people down. Cause when we cry, whoa, it is before a short time, and when we smile, whoa, it is stretched from mile to mile just to survive. Oh, it takes spirit deep inside, we always shine, yeah. And I could say exactly why, cause we create the rhythm in this calypso, and we will make the carnival that the world knows. So if you feel it, you should let it show, cause we are mighty. It's we who make the band in the last century. Our people from Japan come in here just to see. So if you doubt in your ability,
to this we country,
cause we are holy. Even though we are 1.4 million, leaders make quality men and women with intentions to forge the nation on. It's the struggles we face here every day that make leaders rise out we community, and sometimes creating great history. See what they strive for was a stronger TNT, risking their lives for the common folk like you and me. We know they are pure for them to fight so viciously. So take some time to respect legends of TNT, cause here is with a God in fight for civil rights, and Anthony Sabga break economic strife, and Uriah Butler get colonials a fight.
cause we are mighty.
Ciela James make people stand up tall, and Leroy Clark give TNT his all. So tell me, how could you say you wanna fall? 'cause we are holy. Everywhere we go, people always agree that we are the life of the party, representing we land infectiously. If you have some of we in your DNA, then you could become a celebrity, even if you're from foreign country. Because we vibe pure when we having a good time. The whole world dark for so, but TNT in the spotlight. We life is like a show, and that does make hard times alright. So let me tell you why my people shining so bright. It's we who put the wine in Mighty Sparrow, and we who put the hype in Marshall Montano, and we who put them legs on we boy at all.
'Cause we are mighty, mighty.
It's we who put the flair in Brian Lara, and we who get White York hero power. So if you're feeling like you are not a star, don't this we country, 'cause we are holy.
Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Well, I played you those songs to kind of, get you in that discussion mood and get you in that vibes, get you in that right spirit, get you in that out of that whatever zone some of you might be in. So I'm here. Yep, I'm here. From since 5 this morning I was here, but I just, prefer to listen sometimes. Prefer to listen than to talk. Yeah, prefer to listen than to talk. I'm seeing news where where the government is close to getting a buyer for the refinery. That's good news or bad news? I don't know. For some people that might be bad news. What again? I'm seeing where what again I'm seeing in the news. You're seeing some stuff in the news to talk about, man. Right? Seeing some stuff in the news to talk about. And I'm going to give you that opportunity to chat. Listen to this story. I want you to listen to this story here. Listen to this story. And and I'll take some of your calls straight until 12 o'clock on this story. Tell me what you think about this story. All right? You can come on the live. I am already live. Some of you who don't know that I'm already live. Live on YouTube, and I'm live on Facebook. So yeah, you can jump on the live and tell me what you think about this story. Tell me what you think about this story. So I'll just play it and you tell me what are your thoughts about this story here. I looked at it and I was kind of, this morning when I saw it, I was taken aback. Take a listen.
The brazen killing of 18-year-old Hill Jr. Besson, captured on CCTV footage last night, shortly before 9 p.m., just 2 buildings away from the Forwards police station. Gunmen pulling up in a Toyota wagon, alighting, and opening fire on the teenager who attempted to run, but had no chance against the gunmen with high-powered weapons. Even as the teenager lay motionless on the floor, the gunmen advanced, stood over him, and emptied more bullets, ensuring he was dead. The loud gunfire that echoed had police officers from the Forwards police station on the scene arriving approximately 3 minutes later. Last year, Hale Besson had been one of the persons interviewed as part of YouTuber Christmas List's profile on neighborhoods where gangs were operating. Besson, who resided in the Belmont area known as Rifle Hill, said those who didn't follow the program would be dealt with.
Yeah, if it is the order,
yeah,
you will get this order.
But is all Belmont in order?
Nah, it has certain parts who depend the gang.
Yeah.
And you can't win a boy and rep your sign because look, several is up and thing. Hey, walk by stairs now. Come on, that's up on the stairs.
In the video, Besson later leads Christmas List to speak with a gunman attached to the gang in Rifle Hill.
I reach beyond Rifle Hill.
Okay. So the name of this is Rifle Hill?
This whole place here. Everything is Rifle Hill. Okay. Everything. Whole zone.
Investigators told TV6 News that a relative of Besson spoke to them following the killing and said he had been involved in gang-related activity and was known to the police in the Belmont area. Sources say they believe that Besson was hiding out in the Diego Martin area and rival gang members learned of his location and came to execute him. Mark Besant, TV6 News.
Foundation member of the
My son was a good boy, words of a mother. As he's laying down on the asphalt, bleeding out on the corner, she's calling on Jesus' name, asking why did they kill him. My son was a gentle soul, he never do nobody nothing. Then a man shout, woman. The son went on a banging in a stolen vehicle. While you feel the next team swing back, the boy killed 3 people. Speeding off at the scene he went on. A little girl get bounced down. Yet still she saying heads have to roll for the ones who take she son's soul. Mama good son, no get gone down. Yeah. Mama good son, no get gone down. I know she crying out for justice, for she son who was a killer. Justice. A little notorious gangster. Justice. This boy was killing people. They used to call him Dr. Evil. Justice. For the real headbanger. Justice. For the #1 shutter. Justice. They say when he ride, he never stick. They used to call him the Trinity John Wick. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Yeah. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, as she holds her son lifeless body, crying out in pain. I hear a lady in the background shouting, woman, you ain't have no shame. Like the same boy we used to cuss you, treat you like a dog and hit you. Now you're here with tears in your eye, crying for this ungrateful child. He was oppressing the community.
So I just want to I want to play it over. Because I don't feel some of you heard or saw what I played. So I'm going to play it over. Come on the live, then take a look at this video, listen to the video, and give me a call. I'm opening up the phone lines until news time. Give me a call and tell me what you think about this story, what do you think about this? Take a listen. Come on the live. Take a listen. And tell me what is your thoughts about this.
The brazen killing of 18-year-old Hale Jr. Besson captured on CCTV footage last night shortly before 9 p.m. just 2 buildings away from the Forwards police station. Gunmen pulling up in a Toyota wagon, alighting and opening fire on the teenager who attempted to run but had no chance against the gunmen with high-powered weapons. Even as the teenager lay motionless on the floor, the gunmen advanced stood over him and emptied more bullets, ensuring he was dead. The loud gunfire that echoed had police officers from the Four Ridge police station on the scene arriving approximately 3 minutes later. Last year, Hale Besson had been one of the persons interviewed as part of YouTuber Christmas List's profile on neighborhoods where gangs were operating. Besson, who resided in the Belmont area known as Rifle Hill, said those who didn't follow the program would be dealt with.
Yeah, if it is the order,
Yeah.
you go get this order.
But is all Belmont in order?
Nah, there's certain parts who depend the gang.
Yeah.
And you can't go in a boy area and rep your sign because look, several is up and thing. They walk by stairs now. Come on, touch up on the stairs.
In the video, Besson later leads Christmas List to speak with a gunman attached to the gang in Rifle Hill.
I reach beyond Rifle Hill.
Okay. So the name of this is Rifle Hill.
This whole place here, everything is Rifle Hill. Everything. Whole zone.
Investigators told TV6 News that a relative of Besson spoke to them following the killing and said he had been involved in gang-related activity and was known to the police in the Belmont area. Sources say they believe that Besson was hiding out in the Diego Martin area and rival gang members learned of his location and came to execute him. Mark Besant, TV6 News.
What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts about what you just heard? Trinidad and Tobago. 342-0081, 342-0081, 466-5391. It's time for you to get
interactive with us. Call now and be part of the show. Don't miss out. Dial 466-5391 or 342-0081 and join the conversation today. The Street 919 FM, where your opinion matters.
So taking your calls. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Boy. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Pastor Google.
Good morning.
It is sad to see youths killing youths. You understand? Look at that. He was boasting in times gone by, and look what I'm doing now. All I could see is another escalation of what is happening. These young fellas have to get away and put down the guns. Their parents has to speak to them because it's going to be funeral after funeral after funeral. Have a good day.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Pastor Google.
Jesus.
Good morning to the listeners, callers of Street 919 Constructive Talk on this Thursday mid-morning. First of all, before I jump into this whole video display, I am categorically making a clarion call for those persons who tend to take the little situation that would have taken place on this program last week Friday to use it as a political bantering tool. Take several seats. I have already called, I made my apologies, and if certain sectors in this social media arena who feel that they want to come after Pastor Google because I would have made a certain blunder, which I apologize for, and continuously making it into a political arena, take all the time, right? I publicly apologize, and we're moving on from there. If you don't hold on to it, that is all the business. Anyway, Pastor Google, this video you just show here, right? Now, we have people in this country who want to cry down and say they have nothing for the youth. That's the first thing they say, right? It's about a certain person not important Spain and say, oh, the youth and the 9 years a day and 9 years this and the other, and nothing to suffice what they're saying, right? This is an unfortunate incident that took place. We all know that, right? But at the end of the day, who they want to blame for that? The government? If you chose a life of crime, the only option from there out of that is death. Because you know, last time when the so-called activists came down here, it come like you expose the whole arena to the national public. So the people get to realize now they come back fear. But it's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But at the end of the day, what did I say in the Bible? You live by the gun, you die by the gun. Right? It's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, I hope some people try to really change their mindset. We can't change. All we could do, Pastor, we're going to just talk and let's hope for the best. But the person who actually involved in crime have to know what they stand for and what they're about. We cannot force you. You have to be a willing mind to change your mindset. You understand? And that's my thing on it. Doctor, not listening.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Caller, you're live. All right, you're not ready. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hi, morning.
My whole thing about this is we don't want this kind of disorder in this country. If a man was in a gang or he was he doing bad and he decided to change, he should have the right to change.
Wait, just now, he wanted to change?
I don't know. I just saying.
No. I want you to talk about. No, we're talking about what the video said. We're not talking about what we feel or if the, no. We're talking about.
The video now say where the guys were saying is a disorder and he went against the order, and that we are talking about. So which mean they went and lick him up, or somebody went and lick him up.
Yeah, because he went against the order.
I'm not siding for him, but I just saying we want order, and the police should go at these people now.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
When you were saying something, I want to hear.
No,
I want to hear.
Yeah, but what I hear in the video, I don't know if I hear in something else, because his peer is the Mark Basanto has spoken to one of his family members, and they would have said that it wasn't like if. I'll play over the video. I don't know. You saying something. Yeah. You saying something that I didn't hear in the video. So I just want to play it over to see if I missed something.
All right. Yeah. Well, I must have missed something and you must have missed something. So I'll listen again.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Pastor Gugu.
Good morning.
How's your day going?
Word, boy. You see, you look like you're in trouble. You look like you're in trouble. You really smart. It's from since 5 o'clock this morning I hear, and you know what you know what I've been hearing from since 5 to now. So leave me alone, please.
All right. Okay. But yeah, and Mali say, right? Many more will have to suffer and many more will have to die. They say that how these young fellas just go and choose the life of crime, but we have to pay attention, because a lot of the times the life of crime is choose them. Because they're tired here, people crying about that. These people forcing the children into gangs. You can't live in our area because the gangs decide this is ours, you have to be here. If not, we go deal with you. This is the kind of thing we're dealing with. And if you really check, this gangster mentality is a worldwide thing. Any little group where 2 and 3 gather together to decide that they have a different mentality or different ideology or characteristics, they consider that gang. So you have legal gang, you have illegal gang, and you have some good, worthless gang. But they tell you the hand is always quicker than the eye. If we could get these wayward youths into something that will more or less occupy their interests.
But look how much things. But I hear. Yeah, but look how much things the Minister of Youth and National Service have.
Like that. It have programs like that.
So then when I hear you say just don't get, we have to find things for them to do. What again?
Yeah. The method. You ever see that video where in the Chinese kindergarten compared to African kindergarten?
Yeah, but you can't remember that in that area. You see that video, and again, that's the level. That's what sometimes what social media does to mislead us. That is not a democratic country. They don't have a choice. We have choices.
Yeah. And sometimes a lot of the bad choices we choosing.
And we can't blame anybody for that.
Nah, everything is on our own shoulders.
Yeah, so when I hear people say we have to find a method or a way, I think they have been doing most of the methods that they do caravan, they carry big truck. They carry it in their community. They put it on the basketball court. They move from that. They go in and they go in and meeting them in their schools. They're doing all kind of thing.
Yeah, but pay attention to that, Pastor Google. All the methods that have been applied so far is methods that have been more or less formulated through the system. And the system seems to have a knack for distorting the simplicity of something and making it a difficult situation. They tell you the hand is quicker than the eye. If you sit down and tell a fella to do something 100 times and he mightn't pick it up. But if he sits down and work with his hands to that you get muscle memory, and his body acclimatizes itself to that practice. He learns that a whole lot faster than anybody else. So they always hear the magician talking about the hand is quicker than the eye. But if you learn something by hand, you have that for life. When you have to learn it by eye, sometimes the eye get distracted. And this is where we go in with that. But, the struggle, you can't give up on the struggle. They still have to try their programs. They still have to come and formulate whatever they can to see if they could make a dent in the waywardness that society is running on right now. And believe me, it's getting more and more harsh, especially with this AI. You ever watch how this AI corrupting everything now? All kind of videos. And when you watch the videos good, you see man hand passing through the next man's body, but they're showing you all kind of things and professing all kind of things.
All right, caller.
All right.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning. I don't know now.
Good morning, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, it's because the youth and they listen to lies. You said there's everything available, including school. But they choose the wrong friends. That's all I could say. They choose the wrong friends, and they end up in that. And the parents sometimes are not able, so they call on the police and they call on the government. And people have to recognize that because they don't listen to their parents, right? And it's very sad. And even if they want to change, they cannot change. Let's get it straight. Because their leader would not allow that. You know too much. We know that. We look at the documentary and we look at information, people. So we have to help them. And people could say what they want, Pastor Google. Everything is available for the youth. Everything. So they can't call on the government because they cannot bring one person to you and say that this person don't have anything to do. They cannot bring the person. They can only talk on the radio and say what they want.
All right. Let me just play this video before we go for the news. Take a look at this again and take a listen to this again, and you tell me what you think.
The brazen killing of 18-year-old Hale Jr. Besson captured on CCTV footage last night shortly before 9 p.m. just 2 buildings away from the Forwards police station. Gunmen pulling up in a Toyota wagon, alighting and opening fire on the teenager who attempted to run but had no chance against the gunmen with high-powered weapons. Even as the teenager lay motionless on the floor, the gunmen advanced, stood over him and emptied more bullets, ensuring he was dead. The loud gunfire that echoed had police officers from the Forwards police station on the scene arriving approximately 3 minutes later. Last year, Hale Besson had been one of the persons interviewed as part of YouTuber Christmas List's profile on neighborhoods where gangs were operating. Besson, who resided in the Belmont area known as Rifle Hill, said those who didn't follow the program would be dealt with.
Yeah, if it is the order,
yeah,
you will get this order.
But is all Belmont in order?
Nah, there's certain parts who depend the gang.
Yeah.
And you can't go in a boy area and rep your sign because look, several are up and things. They walk up the stairs now. Come on, touch up on the stairs.
In the video, Besson later leads Christmas List to speak with a gunman attached to the gang in Rifle Hill.
Reach beyond Rifle Hill.
Okay. So the name of this is Rifle Hill?
This whole place here. Everything is Rifle Hill. Okay. Everything. Whole zone.
Investigators told TV6 News that a relative of Besson spoke to them following the killing and said he had been involved in gang-related activity and was known to the police in the Belmont area. Sources say they believe that Bessor was hiding out in the Diego Martin area and rival gang members learned of his location and came to execute him. Mark Besant, TV6 News.
So that's why I was asking the caller just now. I don't know. Are you listening? Your family say something there? Are you listening? I don't know. I know he willing to change. I know he was willing to change, you know. I don't know. As I say, I don't know. All right. We go for the news and come right back.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
My parents' generation grew up with Royal Castle. From the first restaurant in 1968, when that distinctive, tempting aroma hit the air, they just couldn't resist. And like never before, fried chicken with a special blend of local seasonings and a one-of-a-kind flavor down to the bone. Today, Royal Castle still have that same delicious taste, and I love it too. The kids can't resist it either. Plus, they have more to enjoy. For me, the castle is more than just nice food. It's we own, part of me and you, and is the real flavor of TNT.
Planning your Tobago getaway? Choose the highest Google-rated car rental company on the island, O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago. Located just minutes from the A&R Robinson International Airport, at O'Neill, we pride ourselves on being the most tech-savvy car rental company in Tobago. Our process is 100% digital. No paperwork, no long lines. From easy pickup to seamless returns, renting a car in Tobago has never been simpler. WhatsApp us now at 1-868-361-1042 to book your vehicle. Don't forget to mention promo code RADIO2 to receive a 5% discount on your rental. Send a WhatsApp message to 1-868-361-1042 today. That's 1-868-361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals Tobago, the easiest, most reliable car rental experience on the island.
Vehicle availability is subject to change. Driver must be at least 25 years old and have a valid driver's license to book. For more information, visit www.rentalcartobago.com.
When I come back, I go pay my bill. When I
Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. This is the Midday News. Broadcasting on the street, 919 FM. In your headlines, Lisa Morris Julian fire investigation. Marijuana bust following tint stop. Home invasion in Tabakeith. Disqualified taxi driver caught again. Rising alcohol and tobacco consumption in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, South Korean president detained over martial law. Now for the news in detail. The committee investigating the deadly house fire that killed MP Lisa Morris Julian and her 2 children has completed its work. The findings will be reviewed by the National Security Council. The committee, led by former Chief Fire Officer Roosevelt Bruce, examined the fire service's response, water availability, and the cause of the fire. Public concerns about the fire service's handling of the incident, including claims of water shortages, were central to the investigation. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines emphasized the need for transparency and promised to present the findings to the public. In further news, a routine traffic stop on the Uriah Butler Highway in Chaguanas led to a significant drug bust. Police officers from the Highway Patrol Branch stopped a Volkswagen Passat with heavy window tints around 4:15 p.m. During questioning, the driver and passenger exhibited suspiciously nervous behavior, prompting the officers to search the vehicle. The search revealed 20 packets of compressed marijuana weighing 11.76 kilos, valued at approximately $1.76 million. Both men were arrested and are under interrogation. Deputy Commissioner of Police Junior Benjamin commended the officers for their diligence and encouraged public cooperation in tackling crime. In more news, a 75-year-old man and his 4 wives were victims of a violent home invasion in Tabakeith. While engaged in religious devotion at their home on Wednesday afternoon, masked men armed with knives tied up the elderly man and his wives, ages 40 to 73, before demanding money. The robbers ransacked the house, stealing jewelry and cash, and fled in the family's Honda Fit car. The victims managed to free themselves and notify neighbors. Later that evening, police recovered the stolen vehicle along Stone Road, Tabakeith. Authorities have launched an investigation into the crime. In further news, David Wilkinson, a taxi driver from New Grant, was caught driving while disqualified on Tuesday morning in San Fernando. Despite claiming he had forgotten his wallet, a police officer's checks revealed that Wilkinson had been previously disqualified from driving. He was charged with driving without a valid certificate of insurance and violating his driving ban. In court, Wilkinson pleaded guilty to the charges and was fined $1,000 for driving while disqualified and $5,000 for the insurance violation. Additionally, he was disqualified from driving for another 3 years. On a different note, recent data presented by Dr. Maria Clapperton, Director of the Non-Communicable Diseases Unit, reveals concerning trends in lifestyle choices in Trinidad and Tobago. The Pan American Health Organization STEP 2024 survey, conducted on 4,052 adults, shows a significant increase in alcohol consumption over the past 13 years. In 2024, 51.5% of adults reported drinking alcohol within the past month, up from 40.6% in 2011. This increase was particularly notable among females, with a 12.5% rise in alcohol use among women. Smoking rates have also slightly increased, with 21.3% of the population smoking tobacco. The survey also highlighted poor dietary habits, with over 93% of the population failing to meet the recommended daily intake of fruits and vegetables. Additionally, mental health issues are on the rise, with 13.6% of people reporting symptoms of depression. These findings point to a growing public health challenge linked to non-communicable diseases. In international news, South Korea's impeached president, Yoon Suk-yeol, was detained on Wednesday after being questioned by anti-corruption officials about his controversial imposition of martial law last month. This makes him the first sitting president to be apprehended in the country's history. Yoon justified his decision to impose martial law on December 3, claiming it was a necessary action to protect the state against an opposition that was hindering his government. However, the Anti-Corruption Agency, which is investigating whether Yoon's actions constituted rebellion, led a raid on his residence, resulting in his detention. Yoon has been placed in a detention center and faces potential rebellion charges. which could lead to a lengthy prison sentence. The investigation is ongoing, with Yoon's supporters staging rallies in his defense. The anti-corruption agency has 48 hours to request a formal arrest warrant. Let's take a look at what's happening in the world of sports. Darren Cowie, returning from retirement, has been named the captain of the Trinidad and Tobago men's senior hockey team ahead of the 2024 FIH Indoor Hockey World Cup in Croatia. The tournament, scheduled for February 3rd to 9th, will feature teams from around the world, and Cowie is optimistic about his team's chances of earning a podium finish. Despite facing challenges such as limited training on AstroTurf and a lack of financial resources for pre-tournament matches, Cowie believes the team's experience and skill can overcome these obstacles. He highlighted the strength of experienced players such as Solomon Eccles, Dwayne Kwan Chan, and Akeem Toussaint. TNT's first match in Pool C will be against Australia, followed by matches against Namibia and Belgium. Cowie expressed confidence that his team could realistically make it to the semi-finals and challenge for a medal. In your weather forecast, the weather for the afternoon and evening in Trinidad and Tobago is expected to be generally sunny with some breezy conditions. However, there will be occasional cloudy spells with brief showers. Tonight, the weather will be fair and cool, with a slight chance of showers. The maximum temperature will be around 31 degrees. In terms of sea conditions, moderate waves are expected, with heights ranging from 1.5 meters to 2.0 meters in Trinidad and Tobago's open waters and 2.0 meters to 2.5 meters elsewhere. In sheltered areas, waves will be smaller, ranging from 1.0 meters to 1.5 meters. Recapping the headlines: Lisa Morris Julian fire investigation, marijuana bust following tint stop, home invasion in Tabakeith, disqualified taxi driver caught again, rising alcohol and tobacco consumption in Trinidad and Tobago. Internationally, South Korean president detained over martial law. That was your news on the Street 919 FM. Do have a safe and productive day.
News from the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
The Steam is coming to Bago every Friday night. It's DJ night and the steam is rising. Get ready. Steamy Friday. Every Friday after Work Lime. 5 p.m. at Vibes the Event. Space, formerly known as The Shade. 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bon Accord. Free entry. 10 beers all night with an all-star DJ cast. Unbeatable drink specials. Book one of our exclusive Cabana specials and take the vibes to another level. It all happens. Steamy Friday, every Friday, where the party never cools down. Steam on a Friday, only at Vibes the Event Space. Shop the biggest New Year sale now at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off in-store and online. Come enjoy massive savings on appliances, furniture, electronics, mattresses, and more. Plus, enjoy exclusive discounts with higher purchase plans 12 months and over. That's not all. Earn Caribbean Airlines travel miles when you shop with us. All stores open today. Come shop the biggest New Year sale at Furniture Plus. Get up to 50% off in-store and online. Check press and social media for details. You are invited to join Pastor Morris Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly, Miracle Center located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande for the Old Time Gospel Hour, Family Radio Ministry, every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mondays 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Trauma and Bereavement also, every Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Law and You, Wednesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Dealing with Disabilities, and every Friday evening from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. All-night prayer on the Street 919 FM, designed with you in mind. This program deals with the day's issues from a biblical perspective, and you will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He has shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank would be greatly appreciated. Account number 795222. For further information, call 753-111-3 or 61-0-4673. Tune into the Street 919 FM every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk with Steve Ant. Trying to be conscious is to be aware of what is happening around you, where we are at, and where we are going. Every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 am Conscious Talk. The Street 919 FM is your platform for informed debate and critical thinking as we dive into the heart of political and social issues, empowering you to make informed decisions. Join our Facebook community, The Street 919 FM, and connect with like-minded individuals. Share your thoughts, engage in constructive dialogue, and stay updated. Follow, like, and share, and be part of the movement.
My son was a good boy. Words of a mother. As he's laying down on the asphalt, bleeding out on the corner. She's calling on Jesus' name, asking why did they kill him. My son was a gentle soul. He never do nobody nothing. Then a man shout, woman. The son went on a banging in a stolen vehicle. While you feel the next team swing back, the boy killed 3 people. Speeding off at the scene he went on. A little girl get bounced down. Yet still she saying heads have to roll for the ones who take she son's soul. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Yeah. Mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice, for she son who was a killer. Justice. A little notorious gangster. Justice. This boy was killing people. They used to call him Dr. Evil. Justice. For the real headbanger. Justice. For the #1 shutter. Justice. They say when he ride, he never stick. They used to call him the Trinity John Wick. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Yeah. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, as she holds her son lifeless body, crying out in pain. I hear a lady in the background shouting, woman, you ain't have no shame. That the same boy we used to cuss you, treat you like a dog and hit you. Now you're here with tears in your eye, crying for this ungrateful child. He was a pest in the community. He used to advantage everybody. He used to glad when mountain come. Why? He want to tax all people the money. He beat up the child mother, shoot behind the big brother. The way you're feeling, now you know how much other people he make feel. So mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice, for the community terrorists. Justice. #1 extortionist. And if nobody in, pay him no tax. He kidnapped the family and burn down their business. Justice. For somebody so evil. Justice. Who used to distress people. Justice. But all you seeing is the hole in the face, not the loaded Beretta anyways. And mama good son. Mama good son. Mama good son. No get gunned down. Yeah. He had a mind full of bitterness. He had a heart full of hate. But now you crying out your liver string, like this boy was a saint. We do expect you to smile and be happy. After all, you is your mother. But how much other mother sons your son bury? Now you're seeing his karma. You never used to show no concern when they tell you the boy out of control. You even act like you never know. The last child mother is 14 years old. When everybody complaining, you say they envy and jealous him. You didn't want to talk to him since he's small. No, nobody don't want to hear you was your ball. Mama good son, no get gunned down. Hey, mama good son, no get gunned down. I know she crying out for justice to the people on the corner. Justice. All over social media. Justice. You see the man and them who kill your son. You wish the police could gun all of them down. Justice for a real pedophile. Justice. Who victimize people, little girl child. Justice. So don't vex, now you're trying to mourn. And everybody happy that the big pest gone. Mama good son. Mama good son. Mama good was a good boy.
My son was a good boy. I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago. The time now it is 12:16, is it? Yep, 12:16. And we were talking about a video I was playing you a while ago, and people were calling in and sharing their views and making their points, making their statements, saying what they have to say. Cool. I would have spoke to you all about something last time I was on. I was talking to you all guys about something that I saw and I wanted to highlight and talk about. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon.
Pastor Guru, something wrong. The government has so much work for youth. The government is finding out if the youth could apply. They can't read. Even you have to work. You will see how much thousands of people. The youth can't read to apply for no jobs. Calling the gang leaders and make a peace talk with
All
them.
right, so just now, caller, just now, caller. Your reader is too loud. Just now, your reader is too loud. All right. Just now, your reader is too loud, and we're getting a terrible feedback, and you're shouting.
All right. Thanks.
So just now, no. I wanted to make a contribution. I want to engage you. I wanted to make a contribution, but I want you to load on your radio, please.
All right, load on. We'll take it off. All right.
And I want you to make your contribution, but I don't want you to shout. I want you to take your time and say what you have to say, and then I will chat with you. Cool?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, gentlemen. I find it too funny. If the youth send them not applying for the jobs, there's something wrong. They can't. Most of the youths have no education. They never go to school. If you are a peer, see how much of them will come.
All right. So in the case of the young people who are not able to read or write, there are altar classes and there are classes, remedial classes, for them who want to do the courses. So even if they have that challenge where they're not able to follow the form, there is somebody there. That's why they go to the communities. They have a caravan that they go into the communities and they set up all the different agencies, and there are persons who are there who would follow the forms of the young people who may not be able to read or write. And once they are aware of that, what they do is they put them in remedial classes where they teach them how to read and write. But they don't make it public. It's not like if it's a class where everybody will know who in your class will know, hey, he go in reading classes, you know. No, they don't do it like that. They do it very discreetly, very quietly, and they have them come earlier to the class. This is how they do it. So if your class is 3 o'clock, they'll tell you to come about 12 o'clock. And there is a teacher there who will teach you how to song out words and how to read certain things and teach you certain things. And by that time, by 1, 2 o'clock, they finish with you, and you hang around and you go to your class.
Like this years. Because why I say that the Taba Institute right here, the Institute right here in Lavanti, there's only people from Savo, all those come here, all the youth of Savo, and nobody around here to go to that institute, don't apply. I find that funny. There's people from all over the years.
And if it's MIC you're talking about, right, across you from Beatam?
You're there.
Right, there are, once the lecturers and or the tutors and they realize that you have a remedial challenge, they will try their best to seek to help you. All right, Dad? And that is something from talking to Kareem and other persons around. That is because of, as you all know, they have the challenges, they have the gang wars.
I believe why the government don't call in all the gang leaders and to sign a treaty like how Israel do. And the gang leaders is the parents, you know. Like the parents of the youth, you know. The gang leaders, they don't send going by the mother and father. The mother and father can't do nothing to them, you know.
All right.
The gang leaders is their parents calling them and put the works in them hand And then will apply get the youth to go and get the work.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Right, thanks. Thank
you. Yeah, man. Right. Again good at this now. Again good. Again better. Not good. I'm getting better at this. Cool. Hello, good morning. Good afternoon, sorry.
Good evening, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
I want to say that MIC that you are talking about is very, very useful to the youth. Because in my neck of the woods, I have a tool pan which has some sophisticated tools. And I was unable to get them organized. And just about 2 days ago, a young guy from MIC came to my house and assisted me in putting all my electrical tools together. He's being taught electrical in the MIC stint, and he's just about 19 years. And I tell you, years and years I was unable to get the tool pan organized, and now it's properly organized. I can send anybody in the tool pan at any point and get exactly the tool I want.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Google. No, the reading and writing, and I will tell you this is a fact because I work with it. I have a family who teach altar in Mayaro and in choir, and she told me men working for big money offshore couldn't read and write, but they're very good in their trade. So if you go to learn the trade, like long ago, you're going to learn that trade. You don't know, you couldn't read and write, but you were taught the trade and then you learn while processing in learning the trade. And this is what you have to do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't always get it, but I always listen to everybody. I would say for me, I was in and out of the vehicle, so but I have adjusted what you're speaking of, or somebody questions you're asking. But as a parent, in reference to like when you to that got killed, I think part of the problem why somebody used that way, it has to go back to the family, to the context of the parents. I mean, my eldest child is 31, and she had an issue back then. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, even though we were speaking. And I'm still not saying that, she was totally wrong. Probably I missed it somewhere. She spent a month in prison, but she was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Thank God she never got charged or anything. So I believe at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a Christian, but I've always heard you all use a quotation from the Bible about, I think, work without prayer or something like this. You know what I'm referring to. But you can't just say, God, I want help. You have to pick up yourself and go and do something. So we as parents, we have to look, we have to be observant. Your work is never over. But you see, respect, we as individuals are lacking respect. My father is 92 years, but he was coming from Arima. I said, Daddy, what you said was wrong. Who are you talking to? I said, okay, I hushed him out. About a week later, he said, no, so. I said, well, Daddy, I didn't hear you talk. I listened. I said, irrespective of what, I had to maintain that respect. I mightn't like what Pastor Google say, I mightn't like his opinion, but I have to respect Pastor Google because he has a job to do and the list goes on. So to me, that's just my simple take, and I think we as individuals, as leaders, because I believe our parents are leaders, our boss is a leader. We all have to be cognizant of our whole around. So that's just my humble opinion. I mean, I don't always get in, but I always love to listen to everyone, from morning straight into the late evening. So good contribution. I mean, I'm good work every day. Keep it up, lockdown.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, I have another caller holding it. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Pastor.
Hi, good afternoon.
To the gentleman who was suggesting that the government deal with the leaders or the gang leaders, right? Remember Mr. Manning tried that and what people say about him? That he was there dealing with gang leaders.
But they also said that they put up the gang leaders. That was one of the statements too. That they put up the gang leaders and they bring the gang leaders, all the gang leaders together for the police and them to see who they are and for all the gangsters to see each other, to kill out each other. And that is what was said.
people will still blame the government. And besides, the gang leaders want the government to pay them money. You know. If you remember, they doesn't make money off of the actions of the boys. So they're not going to say, well, boys, be nice without getting some money. Then again, they go hear you and see. People are paying the gangsters and the gangsters belong to them. No? Right. Another thing is, there is a testimony of one who was a gangster that became a Christian. And he went around back to the other gangsters and tried to see if he could get them to come out from this. You know what happened? The main man knew about it, and he called him in. He sent one of the boys and said, the boss wanted to talk to you. When he went, he said, I hear you talking about thing, and you have a strong belief. But I'm making millions off of this. And if I had to kill to continue making millions, I'd rather kill. Now, with an attitude like that, you feel you could get them boys to change? No. And then he put out a hit on the boy, you know, to get the others to come and kill him. He had to run for his life. Thank God he had orders as his ruler to protect him.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Appreciate your call. Yep. I'm seeing where rain is falling outside, so make sure you have your umbrella. Make sure you have your umbrella if you're leaving home. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor Wu.
Hi, good afternoon.
I'm listening to the program since morning, and again, I'll just step it out away and say what the guy posted up there just now. But you know, the bigger picture, and that is why people don't understand what went on with Christmas. Yes.
Wait. Hold your hand. I want to see where you going with this, because I played it 3 times and I said, but nobody in pick up on this thing with this man, boy.
Right.
But let me see if you pick up on what it is went on.
Right. Remember, when they were trying to kind of stop him, it's because they were using the medium to send the messages to other gangs and all kind of things. People abuse of the government for that and whatever. You understand? But when you really look at it, look what happened to the youth man now. No, you don't know it is because of that video going out there that people get to know him a little more. And if you go down, they go and say, you know, wherever you went, you might have recognized him now. You understand? You don't know. You understand? So that is one of the reasons why it is kind of like trying to, nothing to do with fighting down him and what he was doing, you know, but it was really trying to kind of not get the use the medium to spread, you know, that is what happened. So that is just my idea about that. Yeah, so I don't know if it's that way, but I thought about that. You know?
Thank you very much, caller.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, man. So you see, the caller would have recognized that situation with that guy who came here, the blogger, who came here and was doing some blogs. The backlash to that is starting to unravel now. Because remember, men would have been watching those videos, and all the talk that he was talking about, nobody wasn't talking about no gang. And nobody was talking about no gang, and have nothing but no gang. Look back, Basan pulled back a video of when the young man was talking, and what did the young man say? But there are people who was defending Christmas list and saying, no way, none of the videos he talk about gangs. And if he know where them fellas and them is, how it is the police can find out who them fellas and them is? It's interesting how this turn of events is happening. But we are approaching the half an hour. And I want to play you something before I get into my real topic today. I want to play you something. Yesterday I called in. Brooklyn called in. Brooklyn called in yesterday. And after Mr. Chance, because he made it look as though Mr. Chance didn't know what he was talking about when Mr. Chance would have shared his contribution about the PAN movement and about Dr. Eric Williams. I want to play a video to kind of concrete or cement Mr. Chan's contribution yesterday about Dr. Eric Williams and the pan. Hello, good afternoon, caller.
Hey, Pastor Googles, I now tune in here. I want to make a real brief contribution. I don't want to change the tone of your show at all, but continuing the most recent topic with the Prime Minister's statements about police officers locking themselves in the station. You know, he supported his statement and he came out and said it's based on fact. He didn't reveal his sources or whatnot, but he said it's based on fact. We don't have any reason, even if he didn't come back and defend the statement, that's a very serious statement being made by a top-ranking person in the government. So that's a strong level right there. And we can't really totally doubt his statement because the result, what we as citizens have been seeing on the ground, is totally unsatisfactory. So as a citizen, what we need is the police service to step up and do their job and rid our communities of the negative elements. And with that being done, and with them consistently doing that, then nobody will have any statements to make at all once they do their job. Thanks for the time I listen.
Just now, don't come off the air.
Hold on.
You holding on?
Yeah, holding on.
All right. No, your voice sounds very familiar. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. I'm not putting you up. Trust me, I'm not putting you up. I'm just saying to you that your voice sounds very familiar. And I want to say to you as a young man, all I ask of you is to continue doing your research, right? Continue to do your research, continue to do what you're doing, but I want you to put a little more into researching what you're doing, right?
Okay, I appreciate that.
Pick up your voice, you know. I say, I know this voice. I said, well, I wouldn't put you up, but all I would say to you is that I look at your content and I want you to do a little more research, all right? So that whatever you're presenting, you can at least say where you got your information from so that people can go and say, okay, yes, he's quoting from X, Y, and Z, or look, he putting up Newsday or Express or wherever. Cool?
No, I understand where you're coming from, and that's good advice. I appreciate that.
And I as I said to you just now, I always look at your content, and thank you for listening to me.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. God bless.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. That is a young man, a young blogger. And I must say thanks to him for listening to me. He didn't have to listen to me. He don't have to listen to me, but he's listening because he know that whatever I share or whatever I'm doing, he's interested in. Thanks again, sir, for calling in. Hello, good afternoon. You have to load on your radio, please.
Oh God, Pastor, I was listening to you. Yes, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, the first day I saw Christmas, and with these fellas and them, I said, Lord, Father, something going to happen. That man going to turn back on all those fellas and them who he walking with. And my dream come true yesterday. Not yesterday, this morning. He go take them one by one. Bye. Love you. Love you, Pastor Google, darling.
All right, Mom. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, Pastor Google.
What's going on, Mr. Porter Spain?
Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir.
Your program, your listeners. I was out of the country, feeling very, very cold. Outside in the United States of America, to be exact, New York. And Pastor Google, you have to be one of my favorite on the radio. You know why? There's a reason why they call you Pastor Google. You get the facts out very, very often, and a lot of people wouldn't like you for that. And I'm glad you recognize the voice before who called in. And Pastor Google, it is the exact thing with this guy who was here, who the police and the government got blamed even by some of your fellow radio hosts that he was the genius and why they getting him under arrest and why they questioning him. You see why now? This is the reason why, Pastor Google, your program is not about nonsensity. It's about facts and not coming goes on in your program under your control. And I thank you for this. Again, happy New Year, a bright and 2025 to you, your listeners, the radio station, Iwer George, and everybody. I was outside the country. And Pastor Google, I like them to go to New York now, man. New York nice and calm, no killing, no murder, nobody and burning nobody alive, and all that. There's no Dr. Rowley there. It is normal as ever. Thank you very much for allowing me this contribution. That's my identity.
All right, Mr. Potterspain, thank you very much. So I'm going to play you this video now. Mr. Chance, again, would have spoken about this, about the pan and the what was some of the contributions that Dr. Eric Williams would have made towards the pan. And somebody called and said Dr. Eric Williams did nothing for the pan. Well, listen to this.
To assess steel bandsmen to identify the special nature of the business relationships which should characterize the steel band as an artistic, commercial, and industrial enterprise. To impart to steel bandsmen the basic principles governing business organization and practice, and to develop in steel bandsmen an awareness of the role of law and legal sanctions in commercial and industrial activity, with special reference to contracts, agreements, and contractual obligations.
On behalf of the staff of the Personnel Department, I extend a sincere welcome to you all to this brief but significant formal ceremony for the launching of an introductory course in business administration for members of the steel band movement.
What? You heard that? Will you look at the microphone alone and you will know how old the video is? Eh? You heard what that man just said? You all heard what that man just said? Listen, you know. Listen.
Without in any way wishing to be invidious, may I, on behalf of the staff of the Central Training Unit of the Personnel Department, specially welcome you, Mr. Prime Minister, and the members of the steel band movement to this center, each for different reasons, of course. This training center, situated in the scenic environment of the historic Northwestern Peninsula, was opened by you, Mr. Prime Minister, according to the records of my department, on May 20th, 1968.
I'm very glad that Mr. Cupid has indicated to the members of the steel band movement the scope, objectives, and operations of the Central Training Unit. I think Mr. Augustus of the Steel Band Association and his colleagues will now understand why it was that I insisted, when we were discussing the question of implementing this principal resolution of the steel band consultation, this resolution that comes from the steel band movement itself about the course of training, that I insisted that it should be done here at the Central Training Unit, and that we must stop this idea into which a lot of people outside of the training unit are drifting, that the training facilities and requirements of one group of people are something, and for another group of people it's something else, and that is reflected in different locations. At all levels you have lack of training, inefficiency in management. The requirements are the same, even though the jobs might be different. And above all, the mentality with which the different groups approach the question is the same. So we bring you up here, and if it's too hard for you, it shows you how far you have to go up. Is that clear? You come down here where everybody else comes. And I do hope, Mr. Augustus, that after all the noise you made about this course, we'd have a dedication from the steel band movement in respect of this training course, such as we associate with their sessions of music when they're playing for carnival, they're playing for panorama. You can't have dedication in one field and then something else. If we could only get, as I've said repeatedly, the sort of attitude that the population as a whole has to the entire carnival celebrations, if you could have that throughout the year, Trinidad would be and Tobago would be the richest country in the world. Here's your chance.
So that's where the quote come from. That is where the quote, you know, you always hear that quote all over the place. All different media houses use it. Where Dr. Eric Williams said, if the same energy we put into carnival, if you put that into the affairs of the country, we'll be far more advanced. You always hear that quote, but you never knew where the quote come from. So the quote came from Dr. Eric Williams talking to panmen, and he was he was organizing panmen to use pan as a business. Organize yourself. So that is how now you have all these different corporate Trinidad companies coming together and sponsoring bands because they have their business organized. Look, hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, I want to thank you and send you to the head of the class.
What is this,
now,
boy?
That is what is important for the world to listen to. When you talk about where it started, that is the voice of Dr. Eric Williams, the father of the nation. And let me underscore what he said. He was to give them training in management, in business, in commerce, and in dealing with contracts and agreements. You hear where they get it from? And you know that training unit, Pastor Google, was a training unit for big-time professionals. That's why you say I bring you here, because you're just like everybody else. That central training unit was for all the top public servants. They used to go down and get training. And he showed them that notwithstanding you're not into this thing, but the field movement is important to him and Trinidad and Tobago. So he brought them to give them training in business, in commerce, that is to understand in contracts, because these field men have to do contracts, that they get contractual agreements, and in agreements and things like that. That was the start of the development of our business and the industry for Trinidad and Tobago. And today we have a lot of those steel bands sponsored, going all over the world, because they have good management training. They have managers. You know, these steel bands have managers, you know, and they have bank accounts dealing with finance and all of that. Where that training comes from, Pastor Yu? And that is why it is important that our public, the world, must understand where it started. That was the way pan reach. That was the start of it in terms of management, business, commerce, etc. Thank you very much, Pastor Google. Go to the head of the class. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chant. Wow. Wow. Brooklyn should call and apologize.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. Pastor Google, did you pay attention to the words of the reporter? He said after he was dead, he almost said empty the clip. Powerful words that? He almost said it. He said empty the, and then he said something else. He almost said empty the clip. Listen good.
Wow, thank you very much, caller. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
Pastor Google. Well done, well done, well done. Thank you for showing us playing that video and showing us too, because we saw how old it was. And to that caller who called and was it a rubbish claim that PNM didn't do nothing. Pastor Google, you see, in them fellas and them mind, anytime the PNM ain't getting no money and no cash or no nothing, they do nothing for you. UNC, destroy them fellas mind, you know, because them feel everything is money. Long as they get no money, the government ain't do nothing. You hear them little young boys talking, government ain't doing nothing for we, and if government come every Friday and hand them $5,000 cash, then they go say, yeah boy, government doing things for we, and what do you feel they go do with that money? We go and buy brand, buy weed, buy brandy and smoke and drink and all kind of nonsense, you know. So that little fool that calling and wanted the rubbish to claim that PNM, I hope you listen. Thank you very much, Pastor Guru.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chance. Thank you.
This road march is being brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
Right now I'm just feeling for it. It's for me one. Right now I'm just feeling for it. All shoes jam. Head man. purse and look to pick my pocket. But I nothing money that my brethren tell me fuck it. But I not mad. Head mad, head mad, head mad. In the water. Right now I just feeling for a boat cruise jam. Right now I just feeling for a boat fly jam. Head mad, head mad, just so far.
Place start to get spicy. Do you see what I see? Hey, don't take off your pan. Do you see what I see? Don't take the rum lightly. Do you see what I see? Might end up on IG. Do you see what I see?
Start the party now, start the party now, start the party now, hey, hey. Start the party now, start the party now, start the party now, hey, hey. Let me go.
Two flags for me on when we in the band. Toast for me on when we in the band. Y'all end up whining on the big grand. When we in the band, tell the fit I don't understand. Call your best friend, man.
Start the party now, start the party now, start the party now, hey, hey. Start the party now, start the party now, start the party now, hey, hey. Start the party now. Right now I just feeling for her. Right now I just feeling for her whole shoe sham, hey. Head mad, head mad, head mad. Right now I just feeling for a boat cruise jam. Right now I just feeling for a boat fly jam, hey. Head mad, head mad. Right now I just feeling for a. Right now I just feeling for a whole squeeze jam.
That road march was brought to you by Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste.
The Street 919 FM, your go-to for insightful political discourse. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join the conversation. Connect with us online for the latest updates and thought-provoking discussions. Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
Ah, boy. So we get that out of the way, right? So all the nonsense that they want to call in and talk about, oh, PNM never do nothing for PAN. Eric Williams never do nothing for PAN. Well, they wake up, eh? Wake up.
Pastor Google, good evening. Good program as usual. The information is being put out there, right? Is the information, nobody taking it and coming in now. You could read, you could listen, you could understand. The information is being put out there. But these young men and them, they make their choices. And as my dad always used to say, choices have consequences. 18 years old, and it is alleged that he was a gang member. Right? Look at the choice he made. He had his whole life in front of him. Yet look what he chose to do. If that is true what they say about him. Right? So he suffered the consequences of his choices. Right? As a lot of young men who make those kind of choices, the possibility is that they will end up like them too. So we have to be careful of the choices that we make. And that is the lesson that has to be learned here. You make good choices, more often than not, good consequences will follow. You make bad choices, more often than not, bad consequences will follow. Locked on and listening, Pastor Google. Good program.
All right, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Oh gosh, Brooklyn wouldn't call you to apologize to them, because that is not what they're about. They're about trying to discredit the PNM.
Yeah.
That is all.
Yeah.
All the good things the PNM do for this country, they don't want to hear that. And they like to talk what they don't know about, because this is good information. Because I always hear Dr. Williams help organize sponsors for the steel band.
Yeah.
What I hear in here is very, very supportive of that. You know? So but he will never call in to apologize. And back before in the topic, what I was saying is not that the guy ain't going to get what he deserves. And I was just saying, you know, somebody could have been passing and things. So the police, now that we're in a state of emergency, they should look for those fellas. That is all I was saying. I wasn't going against what he was saying.
No, I'm not saying that you're going against. Just, you know, Sometimes
Right,
you might
right.
hear something that I didn't
No,
hear.
but I always agree with you that you want to listen to your story till you sleep.
No, I just say you may have heard something I didn't hear. So that's why I said, let me go back and let me play it over so that maybe I missed something, you know? That's why I said, let me play it
because I
over.
heard more, because when it was playing, I was doing something. As a matter of fact, I was doing some kitchen work. I couldn't even touch the phone. I had also wash my hand to come to the phone. So, you know.
Yeah, man.
So I know I had missed something.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Get home safe. Yeah.
Thanks. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, sir.
Happy New Year to you.
Same to you.
I love the film. This is a reggae, this is an all-time listener to you here.
Thank you.
And I like what you did just now with Dr. Williams.
Yeah,
because
man.
you see, these are people who talking who doesn't know nothing about what's going on in Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Because I remember, I could add a little thing to it. People may not remember it. But you remember when a fellow by the name of Bukume got killed in a riot between Sawa All-Stars and Despas? They used to work on a road program. And the Abukume got killed in a riot. And Dr. Williams put his foot on it right at that moment. And that is the time we had this CPEP, this UAP thing. When he said certain individuals work in certain areas.
Yeah.
And certain areas, you don't go there and work, and they give them work in certain areas. Because if we quite up in the country up here by us, I all the time up in Toronto, I'd reach all up there. But Dr. William was the man that do everything. All who talking them, know nothing about Trinidad, you know. Yeah, I did Dr. William thing because I used to be I'm a too enthusiastic pan man. That's why I remember these things. I said I'm going to call you and let you know that. If anybody remember the name by Abukume, they will know what I'm talking about. Because he was the one that got killed. And Dr. Williams put his foot on it and he says, stop this thing, stop this working attitude. Don't bring fellas from here to work here to fight nobody. Go here and the work start to spread from there. And that is the way it ended up today. Everything quiet and the fellas and them was on the road again. So you have a nice day, Pastor Google.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks. Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Do I have another call ongoing? Just check in, make sure. All right. So I'll take your calls until 1 o'clock, and then I'll change gears at 1 for you to see something that's happening. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
I am just calling to say thank you to Mr. Chance.
Yeah.
And I ain't just saying thank you, plenty thanks. You know my reason for that, plenty thanks.
All right.
Yes, I kind of touchy when it comes to pan. Yes, I go.
You go on?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. You all good afternoon.
And thank you for coming today, eh?
Well, after Bruce talked to me yesterday, I had to come.
Well, yeah, I know what's going on with you. You have body to take licks, so behave, eh? Right.
What?
Right.
You were only here in this Trinidad and Tobago, a woman actually
I could tell you that.
Look.
I am Auntie Angie. I could tell you that.
Only hear the lady raising her voice at me.
I am Auntie Angie. I can say that to you.
Where's Nigel and these other callers who supposed to be running to my defense?
They're right there, but they know not to get in. They will get squeezed.
Okay, madam. You have a good afternoon, eh?
I'm listening. Yes.
I'm feeling to eat some provision, boy. Some cassava and thing. Anyway, let me stop talking that talk, eh? Caller, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon.
The first set of work Dr. Williams started for the department, the Kelly Rice and thing was the crash program. It started in Lavanti.
Right.
Okay, that was the first set of work you ever start for the Bad Boys crash program.
Yeah.
Ask anybody about that.
About that? Okay, I'll do my research on that, sir. Thanks for calling.
Right.
All right.
Okay,
Going for a break and come back to me. When I come back, come on the live. I have something to show you.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM. Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonacore, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space. The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Let's praise him, let's praise him. Let's give God the praise. Let's praise him, let's praise him. Let's give God the praise. Let's praise him, let's praise him. Let's give God the praise. Let's give God the praise. Father God, we love you. And we know you love us too. God, we beg you for forgiveness. For the wrong things that we do. God, we need your intervention. Too much evil in this land. In this land. Every day my people killing, shooting, fussing, fighting. God, we need your helping hand. God, that's flowing like a river through this land. Too much murders in this land. Flowing like a river through this land. God, we need your helping hand. Father God, we need your helping hand. Blood flowing like a river. Like a river. Let us give God praise. Get on your knees and when we start to God will hear from us and heal this whole country. Give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Let's give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Put up your hands and sing now, sing now. Glory. Hallelujah. Let's give God praise. Hallelujah. Glory. Hallelujah. Almighty God, we need you. There's no other God but you. You're protective and providing. We put faith and trust in you. God, blood is flowing like a river. Crime and murders every day. Every day, every day. God, you're the only solution. That is why we kneel and pray. God, blood flowing like a river through this land. Too much murders in this land. Flowing like a river through this land. God, we need your helping hand. Father God, we need your helping hand. Blood flowing like a river. Like a river. Let us give God praise. Get on your knees and when we start to God will hear from us and heal this whole country. Give God praise.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Right, so I'm back with you. I'm going straight into what I wanted to talk about, or what I want you all to recognize. Listen to this. So I've been watching something play off on social media, right? There is something playing out on social media that you're not hearing much of, that people are downplaying, that people don't want people to be aware of. And there are several things that have been happening in social media, in the social media front, that that I think people are not aware of, right? I would have looked at a video the other day with this young lady by the name of Miss Marsha Walker, and Miss Marsha Walker keeps putting out there stuff that some people just may not, because of who she is. And I'm no fan of Miss Walker, but she is more accurate with the Constitution and issues or things that are happening in the UNC than most of us. So Marsha would have done something recently and talked about, she made a statements and shared her story about, what she thinks and what however she feels, which is her right, which is my right and her right. But I want to just throw out something at you guys. I want to show you all something. Now, Marsha would have talked about, if you can't, I think I played it, I think I played it where she would have talked about if Ms. Visessa cannot keep the Constitution of the UNC. She can't stick with the Constitution of the UNC. How can she stick with the Constitution of Trinidad and Tobago? That was one thing. Then it continued to go on and on about I was seeing about Naked and Gary Griffith. Now, Naked and Gary Griffith is having this public spat. They're having this public issue. They're coming out. There is this argument and show up where Gary Griffith is showing up. What you call him? Showing up the UNC for what they're doing and what they're saying and who they're allowed to say it. Now, when we say it, is a problem, eh? Yeah, when we say it, is a problem. But if Gary is saying it, people are a little more tolerant of it. And the question as well I have been asking, and I've never got an answer for. You all hear how this man speaks to Trinidadians, to us as a people. You all hear how David Naked does speak to us. Imagine him in government. You ever hear how Barry Padarat does talk on a platform or in the parliament? Picture Barry Padarat as a member of parliament, as a government minister. Anil Roberts. You want to continue? You want me to continue? But I want to play something for you guys, and I want you all to listen to it carefully. Listen to it carefully, because it's something that I think some of you don't understand, that there are things that you just cannot turn a blind eye to. So take a look at this and take a listen to this and tell me what you think.
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Over the last 24 hours, we heard so many comments in relation to my statement when I said that someone was related to me, that I arrested and charged. And that became a concern. It shows where we've reached as a country. How many people you know that will adhere to their oath in office and ensure that they would go as a commissioner of police and do an investigation, get the intelligence, lead the raid, arrest your family member, have her charged and not tip her off. And then the idiots who complain now because they were directed to do so by a political party are saying, well, he is the one who allowed her to get bail. Are you that dumb? Do you not understand that there's a judicial system that when it is that after the police charge the person, the court can then grant bail? But they are concerned about someone getting bail, but they're not concerned that someone, a political party just appointed as a candidate, was instrumental in providing bail for several of the most major gang leaders in this country. That is who you have as a candidate. Someone who went out of his way to represent persons as an attorney to get persons after the police arrest and charge those gang leaders to get them released. But you are concerned about Gary Griffith doing something that you may not have the ethics to do, which is ensure you adhere to your oath in office, arrest and charge your own family member because you did not shirk your responsibility. And that is your concern. And what we have seen with that political party, it reminds me so much of what another political leader said once. They can never see anything good. Every single time for them is yang, 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 yang. So there are two individuals that they have. I will call them the 1% Wajang rejects in David Naked and Philip Alexander. How could anyone think of having individuals like that in our government? Every time they go online, it is to attack, to destroy, to discredit. You have an individual who will say the nastiest things about people, go after persons and attack persons based on mental health issues, go after individuals based on if they have a medical condition, say the nastiest things about a political party and state that all of them should burn. Will go and make mockery of an individual if she's in grief, making mockery and abusing women and calling them bitches. That is what you are as a political party. And you have another individual, every time he goes on, I mean, he really needs to get tested. Every time he goes on, Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what you have. So you have put out your 1% Wajang reject potongs to attack another political leader. That is all you do. So the UNC need to get your act together. If you feel that people want to bring in a government that all you do is to attack, discredit, destroy people, that is not what the country wants. So I have stood firm, and I am proud to state that if someone who I worked with as a Minister of National Security when I was Commissioner of Police, and we worked well together, what is wrong with that? Because the UNC is so accustomed to it that every time you speak, you have to attack and discredit someone. I could also state that Kamala Prasad-Bissessar was an excellent chair of the National Security Council, but the UNC is not accustomed to that. They believe that every single thing you do, you must attack people. And if you don't do it, then here's a PNM. The people are fed up of that. They are fed up of it. And I'm telling you that I have serious issues working with individuals where it is you have now put persons who would have gone out of their way, instrumental as an attorney, to try to defend criminal elements to make sure they get back out onto the streets. You have an individual who she has taken the song from Trinidad Killer, Gunman in She-Hole, taking it literally. You have another individual that when I was Minister of National Security and I'll be walking to open a police station and I'll see the biggest gang leader behind me, and Special Branch will tell me, well, sir, that individual, he was hired by Miss So-and-so to build a police station, the biggest gang member. That is who they have around them. It is just so much, it's just filthy, it's unacceptable, and it is nasty. If it is that the UNC feels that your politics is just to attack people, to destroy, to discredit, every time Philip Alexander and David Naked and others come on, it is never anything productive, never anything beneficial. It is always to attack and to destroy and to discredit. I am not into that type of politics. And whether I see Stuart Young, Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, Keith Rowley, anyone, and I see that they have done something good, I would say so. And the UNC, if you don't like it, that is your type of politics. My politics is to build, to be productive, and to unite. If your politics is to attack, to destroy, and to discredit, that is why you have been in opposition for the last 10 years, going on 15. You need to wake up.
You all heard that? Huh? I wonder if you all heard that. But there's a tick for tat, there's a back and forth. It's a back and forth, and it's a back and forth where I don't think this all going well at all, because it's sad. It's sad that a man will press or straighten or wherever he hear. And then this reminds me of when I used to teach my mother TCB straightener. It used to be in a kind of brown cover and a khaki container TCB, and we used to teeth it to straighten our hair so that when we put gel in it, it will get curly. Oh gosh, I remember them days. I want to have my mother listening. I hope she's not listening, to know that I used to teeth her TCB. I hope she's not listening at Trinidad and Tobago. Next minute the lady say, but that is where my TCB used to go. Yeah, men putting TCB in the hair. I don't know what to do this for. I don't know what to do this in this dispensation here. What you putting TCB in your hair for? What you putting straight in your hair for? Oh, you're serious? But it look like something, you know. I don't know. But listen to this. I want you all to listen to this. Something, I tell you, these fellas are them different, you know. These fellas different. Listen to this. So you heard what Gary had to say, right? So listen to this is the response. This is what they sent to respond to what Gary had to say.
I want to see you try that. Come on by me and Marcus and play John Wick. Come on by me and Mongo and play John Wick, Gary Griffith. I go be there. Come on by me and Picton Lavantil and play John Wick.
Just imagine a UNC senator making veiled threats against another political leader, and a day later he still have his work.
Imagine that. Imagine that. What is he really asking? What is he really doing? Eh?
But this is what you get when you appoint a man who was arrested in the Middle East. I would have said it was a genuine mistake, but they recently announced a candidate who, when the police trying to put away gang leaders, he trying his best to free them. Another on record as giving contract to build a police station to another gang leader. So it's conman in your hole, gunman in your hole, and fire bundman in your hole for the UNC. All you're either intent on picking up drugs or running a criminal enterprise and not a political party.
This is serious. Me know NTA man, but NTA NTA going after them. Don't go after. You see the difference? You come after me, we'll come after you. You understand? So on the heels of that, I want you to listen to this. Listen to this.
Can somebody explain to me why it appears as though everybody is shocked that Gary Griffith is related to or is the cousin of Stuart Young's former stepdaughter? At the time...
So wait, you hear what she said? You hear the difference with what she is saying and what other people must be saying? People must be saying that is his stepdaughter. You hear what she's saying? Former. You want to put on me, or you want to discredit me for somebody I was with whose daughter getting problems? Well, here we come, eh?
The arrest, Gary would have been the commissioner of police, and he said it back then that she was his second cousin. It's there, it's in the media. We can fact check things, we can check things out. You know what I think is our problem? And I mean, listen, Gary and I fight every Monday morning. I say things like he shoot first and aim later. But one thing that we cannot deny about Gary Griffith, what you see is what you get. Petty when he petty, and you know what, to be honest, I think even in that area, from the time he donned that hat of political leader, I think even in that area, a different sort of diplomacy came with him. And that was important because, you know, I say that we're political activists and you could behave like a political activist, but from the time you enter into a different realm, a different arena, then you need to change the way you act. The way I speak on TikTok is not going to be the way that I speak in the Senate. So we have to be able to have a multi-pronged approach, to be able to speak to one set of persons, to be able to speak to a different set of persons. But I don't expect political leaders to get on like gutter rat and, you know, the way that they might protest outside of Parliament, you can't speak inside of Parliament that way.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Good evening. Pastor Google, I don't know if you heard the news. MT and Hope have together. You heard the new name of the party?
NT and Hope has what?
Formally joined together. You heard the new name of the party?
Is that factual or that is something
Well, it was something that was set, but you know the new name of the party? They call it Nope.
So you agree with what Mr. Naked is doing and stuff like that?
I don't agree with Mr. Nakid's approach to a lot of things because it's a little aggressive. I also don't agree with Gary's approach to a lot of things because you hear what Marsha just said, Pastor Google, the man is King Petty.
Yeah, but she also said that he would have changed over the years.
No, Pastor Google, you believe that? Come on, Pastor Google.
All right.
You believe Gary Griffith, one of the most petty men we have ever seen on a political and national scale. You think he changed? Come, Pastor Google. You taking Marsha Walker word for that? Look, she just said every Monday morning they're fighting.
No, she said every Monday morning they used to be fighting.
She said every Monday morning they're fighting. Play it back. I don't know if I don't think she uses the word used to. Every Monday morning they're fighting. Let me tell you something. Gary Griffith could not give out 1,000 free soup in St. Joseph. He'll be a political leader of a party with some sort of relevance. And apparently he only want to join up with the UNC. Why not join up with Hope and form Nope? Come on, man, Gary, man. Do better than that. But I don't agree with Mr. Nakid's behavior at all. That's not what we need in this country right now. I think it's a poor choice of words. But I agree. I agree with you. It's not the right approach. But come on. Gary is no longer petty. Pastor Google, I'm ashamed of you for trying to pass that off on it. The amount of pettiness you see from that man over the years. You telling me he changed? You believe that, Pastor Google? Pastor Google asking a genuine question. You believe Gary Griffith changed and he's no longer petty?
Well, it's a statement my son has used. I can't remember it right now, but I reserve something he just say.
You reserve your right. All right, brother. No problem.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Yeah, man.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon.
Pastor, what's going back in here? I'm crying here, right? Some kind of ask how I feel. Back at time, you know. We are only out there. What's going on back here?
Listen to me, when I see it, right, I say, well, but that man had to be using TCB. Where you get TCB from? Knock it straight there. Knock it straight there. Knock it
I am supposed to read you on shit. You tell me?
Hey, oh, let's see. You know, you're not nice, you know, boy. You're not nice. I was trying to avoid the drama. You come with it. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
I get frightened. I thought that was my mother calling to tell me that where she TCB going. I thought so. I get frightened there.
Yeah, I is your mother, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I'm the knocker to say what you use it. Pastor Google.
Naked had to be using TCB.
We couldn't find it to straight. Pastor Google. Naked, Gary, Marsha Walker, all of them is the same thing. You know Marsha Walker told in person?
No, I don't. And I don't want to. I don't want to.
But let me tell you, I know she good. Right in big yard Carenage. You see how good I know her, right? Right in big yard in Carenage. She contested down there ready to, against Dr. Rowley, I know her very good. You hear what I'm telling you about? And she hair straight like naked on too. If you don't know her, you hear? Pastor Google, this place is the greatest I ever come across in Trinidad and Tobago. That is why I keep saying our country is a blessed country, in spite of what. You know what I'm telling you about?
I want to get a picture of Naked Before and after.
Okay, I go try and see if I get up here right. And you don't go and put that thing where you say you used to steal from your mom to put back in your hair, right?
No way.
Pastor Google, I know what I have on my head is real.
Oh, Lord.
Because my deceased father was an Indian. It's real. Ask anybody in Carina Jack. What I have on my head is real, darling. It's real. It's real. Me put it where you say TCB.
TCB.
I go on, right? Have a good one.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, why are you so?
Yeah, but you
why
see
are you so?
how we are, how are we?
Yeah, nah, when I see that video, I say, but wait now. I say, but I wonder if it's TCB, and you know them I ended them women used to press the hair. Anyways, there's never a dull moment in this country. Yeah, that's not.
I want to get, listen to me, if you could get 2 pictures for me, please. Could you put 2 pictures together before I leave here?
Well,
I want a picture before and after.
I will see what happened in my archives. I will see what I have, and I will try to send it for you.
Knock it here, Stella.
When I see it last night, I said, but I wanted to know but anyway, that's in the UNC. In the UNC, you will get that kind of people.
Knock it here, Stella. I'm like giving you a shock.
But anyway, no, that video that's played with Naked, that is nothing expected within the UNC. The UNC, which is commonly known as the United National Criminals, they are harboring people of a certain particular background, right? So what he said there is no surprise to me. But Pastor Google, I've got to understand, it's a prominent UNC candidate who running for San Fernando East was seen in a Zesa party. And as a party, I know others asking questions, and that is a UNC candidate for San Fernando. So he realized he cut skin book, so he going to gravitate to the criminal elements to see if he can intimidate Mr. Brian Manning. But I know, well, as I say, Pastor Google, that's expected in the UNC. So expect more.
What video are you talking about?
It's some video going around on social media. Cabal drop it on social media. And I see that a prominent UNC candidate for San Fernando East aligning himself with criminal elements in San Fernando East. I just asking questions. I saw it. That's why I call in. Me, you know, I just see it. I said, me call and find out. You understand? Okay. Don't come for me. I saw it on Cabal page. Don't come for me.
You sure that we see?
That's why I see. And one of them harassed on the head. I don't know. I just asking questions.
Well, I will find out.
Well, we have to find out and see. Anyway, I will see what happens with Naked. I'm not listening.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
To Google.
Yes, ma'am.
No. My grandmother used to say,
her
name is Vedicality. Find out what the meaning of Vedicality is. Find out that.
All right, okay. I don't know what you said, but I hope whatever you said was radio friendly. I hope whatever you said was radio friendly, but I didn't hear what you say. Honestly, I didn't. You know, right now, I could. Let me just. You know what? Trinidad and Tobago, just for me now, just for my safety.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
So I'm getting some pictures of Naked back in the day. I don't know. You all could come on the live and tell me if you all, what you all think. You know, you all could come on the live and tell me what you all think, but I don't know. I don't know. Based on what we saw just now and what we see in here now, like two different hair texture. You know what I mean? There's two different hair texture. So I don't know. Somebody could take some picture of Naked now and let me see what's going on. Hello, good afternoon.
Master Google.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
That thing, I just saw a naked video.
Yeah.
When I was a little boy, they used to use potato and lye.
Potato and lye?
Find out, check back on that. Potato and lye, they mix it. But that thing is burn your head, you know. So naked use, I will naked use there, you know. Check it out. Ask anybody in South. When I grew up in South, they used to use that potato and lye, brother. So naked using potato and lye.
Well, you hear now, something wrong here, you know.
Nothing wrong. You laughing. Potato and lye, I tell you. Trust me, that will knock it All right, Pastor Google. I love tone.
Yeah, man. Well, come on the live. Come on the live. No. Come on the live. Hello, good afternoon.
Potato and lye. Man, correct. If you so burn out your thinking, first it burn in here.
He said you so burn out your thinking.
Yes. In the morning, use African. And in the evening.
Is that he said that? Never, brother.
You think that lie was easy? And potato.
So let's look at two bits. You see, you only come off the phone. Come off the phone. That's weird, only, nah? So let's look at naked now. Right? You're looking at naked now. I don't know if it's something in the water. But wherever it is, I don't know, it worked for him. So this is naked hairstyle now. Come on the live. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Gogo.
Hi.
Gogo, Caleb, Sonia, and Blakey still use the potato and the lye.
Okay.
Blakey, that is how Blakey here used to be slick.
Well, I don't know if this is what he used, but okay.
Well, probably. That is the cheapest one.
That's the cheapest way out?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you, caller.
Thank you.
Okay, so those of you on the live, you're seeing it? So that's naked hair now. That's what we see now. That's what his hair looks like now. Presently as we speak. That is naked hairstyle. Hold on. We need next bit here. I want the next bit here. Look, I get our next bit here. I want our next bit here. So this is naked here now, right? This is how we looking now. Presently. That is naked hairstyle. Right? Let me see how naked this will look before. Right? Before and after. Let me tell you something. We laughing here. But this says a lot, eh? This says a lot about people and the self-confidence. Alright? So, come on the live. Look at it now. This is naked now. Right? Look at all the live. People on the live killing themselves, yes? So that is naked here. I want a picture of naked before and after. So this is after. We want one before. Right? Well, yeah, something wrong with them. Wrong with these people, yes? So this is naked after. This is how he looks presently. That is his hairstyle. Very straight. Right? Very demure. Very demure. No, I don't want that one. I don't want this one. I want a lalapit here. I don't want this one. Well, I will use this one for now. Alright, so take a look at naked. Before he straightened the hair, naked used to have bald head or low haircut. I want one with him with a little high hair. Don't send me this one. So this is naked. Watching people all over the live now. Only on the live are like nothing better. So this is naked presently. Let me show you naked. Let me show you naked. Let me show you naked. I want to show you naked, right? Well, before he do that, what you do there? Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor.
You know, when they're almost 100 years old, they had to sit out. He must be almost 100 years old to get in the house.
No, that he ain't not thinning out there. The man here and head.
Well, he lacks self-confidence. So you tell me he was African and now he's Indian.
Well, come and see. Come and see.
Some kind of special genes in him.
Come and see. Come on in live. This is naked. Before.
Yeah.
Thank you, caller. This is naked before. And that is, and the one I showed you just now was naked after. Okay now? Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, it have them shiny men that's go to hairdresser and add on falsy on top there. Just remember, I'm looking like that too.
I don't feel so.
Yes,
I don't feel
that
so.
piece was missing out there. He have one false there.
Nah, I don't feel so. I don't feel so. I don't feel so, man.
Okay.
All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google.
Uh-huh.
I'm disappointed in you.
Why are you disappointed in me?
Here's why I'm disappointed in you. You're showing a picture of a gentleman who does fight for poor black disadvantaged people.
Wall Street.
Including
Wall Street. He don't fight for me. He don't fight for me. No, he don't fight for me.
But no, well, you are not poor, black, and disadvantaged.
I not disadvantaged?
Who does fight for the 61% of them black PNM people? He just go up in Picton Lavantil. He just go up there, Pastor Google. He don't just be in St. Joseph and thing. And that is what you encouraging, right? These poor black disadvantaged people, and he's a UNC.
Wall Street.
It's just like me.
Wall Street.
Let me finish this.
Just now. No, I can't let you finish. Just now.
Okay.
All I am doing is showing the difference in his hairstyle now and back then. Back then, his hair was like mine. Now, his hair resembles when I used to go to school and teach my mother hairdress, my mother TCB.
Can I ask a question? How does that benefit poor black disadvantaged people who's suffering under the PNM?
Thank you very much. All right. Well, all right. Listen to this. Listen. Well, you could get upset. That's your right.
I'm not getting upset. I'm not getting upset.
But hear what I'm saying.
I am just making a contribution.
Right, and you
know what to make it worse, Pastor Google? Mr. Hates.
Mr. Yates called for the day. No, stop.
No.
No, because you are calling the man's name and he hasn't.
I'm saying they go call.
No, you can't. You don't know that. You don't know that. Right now, with our real callers on the line and none of the numbers are his own. Why are you calling the man's name and he is not in this conversation?
Let me close with this, Pastor Google. I want.
You come on the line and all the people on the YouTube gone. You come on the line. I had over 600-700 people.
They do not want to hear facts.
Well, then
is bacchanal. Listen.
So when I played just now, why you don't come and talk about what Gary would have said?
Listen to this.
You heard what Gary Griffith said about. You heard what Naked said to Gary Griffith?
You see, Pastor Google.
Did you hear? You're talking about disadvantaged youths. Did you hear what Naked said to Gary Griffith and the threat he made to him?
Don't take this personal. This is not personal to you. Stray dogs don't bark at every car that goes by. I do not bark at everything I see in the media. I don't do that. Everything. If I was supposed to try to bark at everything, I would not have time to myself. So I'm not barking at everything I see. You decide what you're going to talk about, and you have a right to do that. Certain things, I can't talk about everything. That's why I always say, stray dogs don't bark at every car that others goes by.
Thank you very much. Let me take this caller then.
Okay, Pastor.
All right, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Because you're going
Good
on.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Pastor.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good program. Let me tell Wall Street, straight don't back at everything, but at least let us appreciate the parents. First, I listened to this fella they call Fortune. I never hear him thank his mother, his wife. He just wasting time. Pastor Google, don't have this man spoiling your program, please. Right? Naked was in power with the UNC. Let him tell me how much scholarship he gave black people. How for street now he was fighting for what poor and
disadvantage.
Advantage thing. He only talking. I never hear. I live this man wife with a man, a woman. He never, I don't know who he living with. Never once I heard this man say I wanna send out greetings to my wife and she anniversary, she birthday or his son. You just wasting your money calling to say about poor black people in PNM. Well, shit, if you see how much groceries opening in Trinidad, who buying? You can't even get parking spot in Price Mart when the Friday or the weekend come. Oh God, rest now and go and help people in New Jersey now. And Pastor Google, all I want to say is that you have a good program, and please all the people spoiling your program, please. Have a blessed evening. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. How are you?
I don't know what you're doing, but you're sounding very soft.
You hear me better now?
Hello?
You hear me better now?
Yeah, a little better.
All right, praise the Lord.
A little better, eh?
Pastor Google, this gentleman, why you don't stay and continue to make advertisements advising the UNC on how it is they must come together and who it is to remove from the union, because he don't like Philip Alexander and he trying to tell Kamala to remove Philip Alexander. Why you don't stay to talking on them people and them show? Because you're calling out name who not here, you're calling out people who not doing anything, and you're really making a fool of yourself. I don't know, he likes to do this. What black poor disadvantaged youth is he speaking about? Which one is he speaking about? The ones who it is that's be wasting money on brands instead of trying to better their life? The ones who always in a party, if it is you call one now, they end it right away? The one who is continue to prefer to take from somebody who have rather than to get an education to make for their own self? Those the disadvantages you're speaking about. The ones who are making bad choices for their lives. It didn't have no, listen, it's the same thing that's happening in America. No? Why you don't talk to them in America? It's the same thing. They're making bad life choices. And then vex when it is to say everybody else going forward and they're staying right there. The reason why that is happening is because of bad life choices. Yes, we just all make life choices when we're young and make bad choices when we're young. But it has sometimes you have to start growing up, man. What stupidness it is he trying to encourage? These fellas encouraging criminal activity, you know, and telling the youths it's okay because they're not giving them anything. When that ever makes sense, boy? Pastor Google, you have a good day.
Thank you very much. Hello, good afternoon.
I got from Pastor Google. It's unfortunate that Wall Street continue to call this station from New Jersey, where it has suffering and poverty, where young people involved in crime, where they're lining up when the weekend come to get food by those food places. He keep only talking about, he don't talk about them, but he continue to talk about the poor, disadvantaged youth in Trinidad and Tobago. The poor, disadvantaged. That's what he's saying. Why you don't talk about Bungie Garden and Fian, who are successful youths? Why you don't talk about Destra, Voice? Why you don't talk about the young guy who is planting his produce and selling Joshua? Why you talk about the young African couple in San Grande who planting five and making a living? Why you talk about the black businessman, the Roach, Langston Roach and them his sons and them into the business Langston Roach make all them household products? Why you talk about the youth, the African youth who is a lawyer or a doctor? Why you talk about those things? As if the only thing it have is black suffering youth. What about the technicians out here who working with different companies, who working with Tech? They are successful black youths too. But you're only putting down in people's head right through the black disadvantaged youth. We have plenty black, prosperous, rich youths also working. Why you not talk about young brother who begin up the Silas community? That is so proud of. When you talk about Lady Lava, who doing she thing, or Nelly Koto, why you only talking about the negative all the time? But will all countries and all communities have African youth, or Syrian youth, or Mexican youth? That disadvantage is life. But every time you call from New Jersey, we are suffering. We are poor people. Where they're begging. They can't pay their rent. You're living there paying their taxes. Why you don't go and help them? You don't contribute to this country. And stop only crying on the youth right through. It's a successful youth. You only crying poverty on them right through. You only crying defeat on them right through. Stop it. You know West African youth playing steel pan and traveling the world. Look, just recently we had Joshua Rogero, 30-something hours playing the steel pan, breaking records. When you talk about you as a youth, you're doing Galston and his son, and so many others. Why are you only crying down this country, and African youth disadvantage? Talk about the ones who are doing well so they could encourage the others to do well too. Stop putting a blight on young people, boy. And you teaching people in New Jersey? Well, woe unto them you teaching, boy. Them learning nothing. That's why they really say, as a lecturer, you're not a smart guy. You can never be a smart guy who's teaching and interacting with children and only crying poorness on them and poverty on them. What kind of teacher you is, boy? Pastor Hugo, we breathe in prosperity on the youth. We breathe in progress on the youth. We breathe in on the youth success. That will be breathing on them. And all who doing wrong, let them change their life 2025 and take advantage of all the programs it has. Whether in agriculture, whatever it is, to drive a forklift, if you want to go into business, whatever it is. That is what is praying on their life for 2025, boy. That a negative stupid talk from that man who always talking about poverty and poverty and poverty. Pastor Google, have a blessed one. I go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Jenny, don't forget Karina Shea. This stupilicious, you poor, disadvantaged, underprivileged, you're suffering in New Jersey and you're ashamed to come back home. Tell them that. Have a good day.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. I noticed when you told him about the veil threats David Nackett made against Gary, all of a sudden he doesn't back at everything he sees on social media.
Yes.
All of a sudden,
Yeah.
But this is the same guy that has an issue with the TNM and calling the radio station near every day.
Yeah, yep, you're very right.
Day, but he doesn't back at. And more than that, has this guy ever encouraged the youth when he calling to take advantage of the program?
Because there's no programs in his eyes, you know. Once it's a people's national movement that is doing the programs, there's no programs.
Wow. That is what you call a lost soul with capital letters, boy. Wow.
So let me tell you too, because I know that you are a blogger also. I know your voice.
Mm-hmm.
I find a lot of the bloggers listening and calling you, boy. I want to say to you also that you're doing a fantastic job. Keep it up. You do your research and you put together your package very, very palatable. And just keep it up, because at this point in time, the more positive and truthful information that is out there is appreciated.
I appreciate that, sir. And I would say the same of yourself as well, because trust me, we are in the minority when you really check it out there, but our voice must be heard, none the wiser.
Yes.
It must be heard. Have a good day, sir.
Same to you, man. Thanks again for calling.
Yeah.
A lot of social media influencers who listen to this program, boy. Hello, good afternoon.
Good evening, Pastor. I have a message to Mr. Wall Street. I want him to support Kamala Sadisesa in this election coming up, because
he is supporting her. He said vote anything else. He said vote anything else other than PNM.
Come out losing. He support Karen Shera, she lost. He support Ruston Parry, she lost. He support Miss Becker, she lost. Let him support Kamala, and she's going to lose. He's a blight.
All right.
People will go with what, if you write in a paper, right, in the school, if you write advertisements that he telling you will fail, because Moody's, IMF, and United Nations reports on Trinidad and Tobago is totally different to what he's saying, you know. So imagine he teaching your child, or if he into something, whatever it is, and you have to be, your paper has to be based on facts. Now he telling me how I feel. I suffering, I eating grass, all these other things that he telling that black people in Trinidad are going through. And I not going through that. I not going through that. My daughter off in Jamaica, on the Jamaican campus. I just recently bought a brand new vehicle. I living in my house. I don't have a mortgage on it. It's cleared. But I hungry and I suffering. And I have never depended on the government for any little thing jobs like that. But if I was to do it, I'd have used that as a stepping stone to come out of my problem that I was in. I worked with the private sector for years. And I think I built myself. I never had time to sit on the block and waste time. As a youth man going to school and thing, I used to do a little hustle, go in the grocery, pack people bag, drop it in the car, give them a tip. You know, these little things, but the youths today not doing that. But some of them, but most of them have head on. They look into, like my daughter and them, she knew exactly what she wanted. She passed through the high school in Trinidad, went on to the university in Trinidad. Now she's going off her master's. And she put her thing, and I didn't have to think she had a plan. All I had to do is to assist her in paying for these things, however. And I got assistance from the government. But I make sure and I tell her that when she's qualified, you have to come back and give back. Because the state tax-paying people, Pastor Google tax and everybody tax help pay for your studies. So you have to come back and at least put down some years here and give back to the economy of Trinidad and Tobago. That's how I talk to my daughter. So when the professor calling me tell us all kind of nonsense, I don't listen to him. And I have told him, show me where IMF and these other places says what you are saying. Because you are totally off. And if you're a serious man, you protect your name. You see a name, you protect that. But you lying and everybody know you lying. You know you lying. I know you lying. Pastor Google know you lying. But you know what? You're still lying. Thank you, Pastor Google.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Pastor Google. Normally, I don't really talk about that guy. But Pastor Google, the reason why I'm saying it is because Wall Street know exactly what he is doing. And words are power. Words are like a spell. And if, just as Jenny said, if Wall Street continues speaking those negative things concerning African people, then they will begin to believe it. So I know you probably can't do it, but we'll continue to debunk the things that he is saying. And if possible, if you want a Wall Street call, we don't need him. We don't need him at all because all he is doing is bringing on African people. He is nothing positive. He knows exactly what he is doing. And if he claims to be a professor, then I'm very sorry for the people that he claimed to be teaching. And I'll leave with this. I heard her saying, and this goes to Kingsley and places like Wall Street and Brooklyn. If you continue to argue with a fool, be careful lest somebody also take you for a fool. Right, Pastor Google?
Yeah, man. Yeah, taking that advice. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, good afternoon again. I had to jump in, right? Now, I have full respect for all callers calling in the radio station, I think, right? When you say Wall Street, he had to take several seats. Mr. Yates, Mr. Chance, and these elders are the pillars that could give a history in this country. And I didn't like the way because for the whole morning, I haven't heard Mr. Yates calling this program. And for a man like False Teeth to call in this radio station and try to scandalize Mr. Name, I have a serious problem with that. False Teeth, bat in your crease. Mr. Yates and Mr. Chance and these fellas are knowledgeable fellas who just pass on information to people like me, Pastor Google and others. So bat in your lane, stay in your crease. Right? Now, you want to talk about black people and poor disadvantaged people. Pastor Google, when I finished school some years now, I enrolled myself in all the programs that the late great Patrick Manning had in this country. Every single one I went in. And today, I'm on the verge of going to my final year and a half to graduate from Custard with my degree in Spanish. So, Wall Street, I'm going to tell you something, big man. You want to talk that you feel to talk and say that people are suffering. And as the last caller said, not this one, the one before, those who suffering is those who not being dependent, or only want to depend on the government for everything, right? And it have people in these communities who say the government here for 9 years and did nothing for people. You have to get up and go out there and get what you need to enhance your life and develop your inner being and your community. And most people in this country who is so-called activists sit down home and want to talk about the ringing bell, and they do all kind of foolishness and say the government and PN go lost election. You know why? They're suffering from gimme syndrome. You understand? They ain't get what they want under Dr. Roddy for the last 9+ years. So they want to put back cameras, so they'll get a baby grant, they will get life sports, they will get Color Me Orange, and they will get everything that is not in the correct order to develop your community and your inner being. Right? So they will cost the government. Lieutenant, let's stay Pastor Google.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, sir.
Pastor Google, the reason why we should call your program, he have a program and he cannot get the kind of viewership that you is pulling. Because I cannot see. You have a program in New Jersey or on YouTube, and every day you have to call 91.9 to express his negative views about African people. And right here in New Jersey, he could help those youths who are on drugs, who are on welfare, who need help right in New Jersey. He's comparing Tumakak compared with New Jersey, bro.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah, man. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor, I know you're coming to the end of the program. I want to leave this headline for all those people who say Trinidad and Tobago starving, and we can discuss it. In August of 2024, the United Nations and the European Union did a survey in Trinidad and Tobago. And here are the results of the survey. 75% of the population of Trinidad and Tobago saving money. Yeah, Pastor?
Yeah.
75% of the people of Trinidad and Tobago saving money. They starving. So they starving and not eating then. Huh? Pastor? 75%. They did a survey in August last year. 75% of the people of Trinidad and Tobago saving money. 74% have bank accounts and things. They all in Europe, they all in UTC and credit unions. They're saving money in banks. Some of them saving money in their house. Let me repeat. That allegation of the people of Trinidad and Tobago starving in August last year, the European Union and the United Nations did a survey of Trinidad and Tobago, and the result was 75% of the population of Trinidad and Tobago saving money. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chance. And yes, we have to leave it Trinidad and Tobago. I'm out of here. Let me see. I don't think I have any more callers holding. So I am out of here. Thanks very much for being with me today. I was with you from since 5 this morning, but I wasn't really formally talking with you and interacting with you. But I appreciate all the conversation that we had today. And I don't know, let me see. Hello, good afternoon.
I just want them African to know. Let them Indian know.
Hello? Hello, caller? Hello? All right, I don't know what happened there, caller. You had to call me back. Well, you can't call me back because I'm about to leave the building. So have a good afternoon, everyone. It's Thursday. They call it the day before the weekend. You have a blessed one. I am supposed to be eating some lamb today. So I really hope, I'm seeing the technician walking in. So that is an indication for me to shut up. So I'm about to eat some lamb later on today. Alright? I hope that they do enjoy it.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Pastor Google. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. Constructive Talk with Pastor Google, where every conversation builds bridges and sparks solutions, because together we can shape a better future. On the Street 919 FM, the official station that defends the nation. The Street 919 FM, your go-to for insightful political discourse. Stay informed, stay engaged, and join the conversation. Connect with us online for the
You've got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the Street 919 FM.
Attention business owners. Are you looking to reach a vast audience and boost your brand's visibility? Then look no further. The Street 919 FM is here to help you shine. With over 170,000 followers on our social media platforms, our radio station is the perfect platform to showcase your products and services. Join us and let your message be heard by thousands of eager listeners. Contact us now to learn more about our affordable advertising packages. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity to connect with your target audience. Advertise with the Street 919 FM today. For more information, call 399-5959, 384-2232, or 378-1470.
The Street 919 FM mobile app is now live. Keep in the loop with all your favorite programs. Be in the know first and carry us wherever you go. Listen and watch us live at the click of your fingertips. Download our mobile app now. Go in your favorite app store, whether it be Android or Apple, and type in The Street 919 FM.
Job Optimum Health and Wellness. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan. Examines all of your organs in a single session. 95% accuracy. It's painless, non-invasive, and affordable. Call Pastor Job at 350-2628, 767-1031, or 275-6300. Sick and tired of being sick and tired? Get your Bioplasma Diagnostic Full Body Scan at Job Optimum Health and Wellness.
Are you searching for the perfect venue for your wedding reception, company retreat, graduation celebration, or just an unforgettable party? Well, look no further. Vibes Event Space is ready to bring your event to life. Located at number 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bonaccord, Tobago. Our space offers the perfect settings for any occasion. Call us today at 394-3612 or 620-3057 to book your date. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Vibes Event Space to see what we're all about. Make your next event one to remember at Vibes the Event Space. The Event Space.
Tune into the Street 919 FM this and every Thursday from 10:25 a.m. to 10:55 a.m. for the program Conscious Talk.
Emancipation cannot be a one-day dress-up in African card event. It has to be a serious process in which resources are provided to our people to ensure they are emancipated. You cannot develop on handouts. That's another form of domination and control. When programs and policies are put in place so that you can develop economically, so that you can become business people, then and only then we can begin to talk about economic development.
Conscious Talk.
Looking for a safe and relaxed professional massage therapist and nutritionist? Look no further. Nature's Touch with Empress Judy and Associates offers a natural approach to better health. Treat yourself to a professional massage therapy and nutrition advice in a safe and relaxed atmosphere. Rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul at Nature's Touch Therapy. For an appointment, please call or WhatsApp 1-868-398-8282 or visit our Facebook page. Remember, your health is our responsibility at Nature's Touch.
Tune in to the Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna, for the program Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on the Street 919 FM.
Oh gosh, I could lie. Oh gosh, I could lie. Lie. Who does lie more? Man or woman? Hey, woman! Hey, girl, you promised the jam this time. You promised the wine this time. You promised the thing, you promised the fling. But you know how to lie. You don't care how much man you're using. You don't care how you use it. You don't care how much man you're using. You don't care. Them woman just lie. I go in and call them out. Woman with it, it's facing in them out. They just lie. They running all about like last go fund them in every man house. They just lie. When she run, she out. As she rich, she cleaning your house. She walk it west, north and south. Now she want food for my mouth. Now what she tell me? She tell me that not she man, that the she roommates. Lie. I know we homeless and have nowhere else to live. Talking about him now help she. Lie. The house empty. Lie. She bill spending. Lie. Well put him out then. You promised the jam this time. You promised the wine this time. You promised the thing. You promised the fling. But you know how to lie. You don't care how much man you use it. You don't care how you use it. You don't care how much man you use it. That's why I strongly convinced all woman that's lie. All woman that's lie. Oh gosh, they can lie. They could lie. Lie. Real lie. Who does lie more? Woman. Yo, she tell me. She say that she live Valencia. Them say how she living in Bora. She say that she is bank manager. I get she behind cash register. She post them on IG. Lie. But she single lot, just sweet. Filter pictures and bling bling. Lie. We not promote it. Hey, yeah. You promised the jam this time. You promised the wine this time. You promised the thing. You promised the fling. But you know how to lie. You don't care how much man you use it. You don't care how you use it. You don't care how much man you use it. That's why I strongly convince all woman that's lie. I go in and call them out. Woman with it, it's facing in them out. They just lie. They running all about like last go fund them in every man house. They just lie. When she run, she out. As she rich, she cleaning your house. She want it west, north and south. Now she want food for my mouth. Lie. All woman that's lie. Oh gosh, they can lie. They can lie. Lie. Well lie. Who does lie more? Woman. Hey, girl.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Steam is coming to Bago every Friday night. It's DJ night and the steam is rising. Get ready. Steamy Friday. Every Friday after Work Lime. 5 p.m. at Vibes the Event. Space, formerly known as The Shade. 15 Mount Pleasant Boulevard, Bon Accord. Free entry. 10 beers all night with an all-star DJ cast. Unbeatable drink specials. Book one of our exclusive Cabana specials and take the vibes to another level. It all happens